Hello, everyone, and welcome. As always, please type in the chat where you are watching from tonight. I am so thrilled that you are here, as always, on a Sunday night for my weekly Sunday night live stream. So I trust that you can see me and hear me. I'm just testing on my other computer, but it looks like everything's good. And check. Yeah, I think we're good. Awesome. Welcome, everyone. I am Canuck Clay. And this is my Canucks take, all in one take. It's Clay's Canucks commentary for Sunday night, July the 17th. If you're new, here's what you should do. Hit the subscribe button now for daily Canucks insight that's positive, timely, and trustworthy. I am thrilled that all of you are here. Let's give a shout out to my moderators first and foremost. You guys know the drill. If something is sexist, racist, homophobic, ableist, in another language, go ahead, spam, go ahead and delete it, time people out, but let's not ban anyone from the channel. Always about giving people second and third chances. Thank you, Coach Rob, for getting those rules in there right away. So moderators, thank you in advance. Thank you to my sponsors, Perform Transform, personal training and weight loss. You can always sign up for a free 7-day trial. The link is always in my video descriptions. To Van City Experts Real Estate Group, Jason Lim and his team. To Gassy Jack Art, maker of that fine artwork that you see there. To Monkey 9 Brewing, as always, my eternal sponsor. I ate there for lunch today. It was very good. And to my newest, I wouldn't call them a sponsor, let's call it brand collaborator, Vessi. You guys know that if you use the code CNUCKCLAY, you can get $15 off every single pair of Vessis that you buy. In fact, I just bought a new one for Kayla today. And yes, the Canuck Clay code definitely works. So make sure that you use it and you take advantage of it to get a pair of brand new shoes. Thank you to legendary Lucas Gates, legendary Justin Credible, legendary Andrew Chang. Not sure if any of those three are in here yet. And to all Hall of Fame members and franchise members as well. You guys know how much I appreciate your support, and you know that we are so grateful that we are building a very positive and creative community here on Canucks YouTube. And if you want to become a member, you can always either become a member or even upgrade your membership. Justin is here. That's awesome. Justin's amazing. He's watching. Justin, it's the Lumineers tonight, right? Hey ho, hey. It is the Lumineers tonight at Rogers Arena. See, that just showed you how cool I am, how much I know about. That's the only song I know about from the Lumineers. But thank you, Justin, for tuning in. Certainly don't expect you to do that. And then Burns even here on time from Germany, which is pretty darn impressive, knowing how challenging it is to navigate that time difference. So for everyone that's in here, thank you. And then don't forget, members, you can also gift to other members if you want. We've done a lot of that over the past 3 weeks or so, but you can always gift membership to people for a month by clicking on the $sign. That's how you give donations as well. Finally, no matter where you're watching from, if you're in my beautiful neighborhood of Steveston, in Richmond, in the city, province, country, continent, or around the world, thank you for being here. You know I do not take you for granted. I know that you could be watching, doing anything else right now, but the fact that you're here with me, I appreciate you. So like this video. There's 50 of you in here, which is awesome. There's only 8 likes, which isn't so awesome. So if you want to, just hit the thumbs up. It helps the algorithm. It helps me out a lot. But if you want to like the video, I certainly would not complain. Like the fact that we are together. Like the fact it's Sunday night. Like the fact that it's summer. And like the fact that the Canucks are making news by signing guys, by qualifying guys, and by giving guys the option to talk to other teams. And I'll talk about that in a second. Okay, you see the schedule on the screen itself. We're gonna go a short intro today. I still have 5 minutes. I might not even use all of it. We'll see. Then on my cue, feel free to ask questions about the Canucks, about the NHL. So remember, if I fall behind, I start to read questions only and compliments and affirmations. I read those too. If you're talking to each other, asking each other questions, that's awesome. If you're commenting on something I said, that's awesome. But I might not get to every single thing, but we'll see. as well. You also see that we'll do Ask Me Anything at 10:40. I usually do that on Sundays with my extended vlog. And then there's Gordle and Wordle at 10:55, and then we'll wrap up at 11. And then Carol using her monthly membership message saying, I just want to know that I'm looking for an apartment tomorrow. That's awesome. Please pray. Thank you for all you do, Clay. You're awesome. Well, you are awesome as well, Carol. I know people like Justin and others will be praying for a successful viewing as well. And we sure hope that it works out well. Carol, send me a text when you're done and let me know how it went, please. Also, you'll see on the bottom there that, and I'll remind you at the end of this, I will do a stream this Wednesday, but it's for members only. Granted, we have 70 members now, the most members we've ever had, because of the gifting, which is amazing. So we're going to do a members only live stream on Wednesday night at 10. Then I'm not going to do one on Sunday night, the 24th, because I'll be in Edmonton, and I'll talk about that in a second. And then on the 27th, I will do one back to normal. And then finally, on Sunday night, July the 31st, I know we'll be right in the middle of a long weekend, but I'll be back. So I basically, after missing one Sunday, I'll be back. And on Sunday the 31st, I'm going to drop a massive announcement. A massive announcement that has to do with my plans for this channel. So I hope, I'm giving you 2 weeks notice, and I know it's long weekend, like I said, but if you're around, I would love for you to be around. Maybe we'll do a couple giveaways as well on that night to mark the occasion. But Sunday night, July the 31st, massive announcement. Okay, 3 things I want to talk about real quick. Yes, Justin, massive announcement hype, exactly. Kieran, good question, but hang on to it. I'm not going to answer any questions for about 3 or 4 more minutes. 3 things real quick. Number 1, I'm going to Edmonton. If you're friends with me on Facebook or Instagram, you would have seen it. I'm going to Edmonton because I'm gonna, as you guys know, I work for the Catholic Archdiocese of Vancouver, and I'm gonna be going for 5 days to help out with the papal visit. As we know, the Pope, you may know, the Pope is going to Edmonton, to Quebec, and to one of the territories to do a formal apology to First Nations people. And I've been asked, being seconded, summoned, whatever the word is. I'll be working with the National Communications Committee. So I don't know what I'll be doing, but whatever they need, I'll be there, not necessarily with bells on, but I'll be there ready to serve. So I can't, I fly out Friday night, so I'm not going to commit to a Sunday night live stream unless I'm in a hotel somewhere where I can, but I'm not going to commit to Sunday night live stream. And then I fly back Wednesday early evening, so I will be able to stream on Wednesday night. So that's the first announcement, is I'll be in Edmonton from July 22nd to July 27th. Thank you, Scott, for the donation. Let's give Scott some love in the chat. Show him some CCC love. Thank you, Scott. I appreciate the generous donation. Second announcement or news is, remember I did that 24-hour live stream way back in the day in last October? Well, I'm thinking about doing one for November, but that's not really the announcement. Sean and Jake actually did a 24-hour live stream for one of our friends who has it's called EFT. It's like emotional freedom therapy, where it's actually tapping. So it's not a church thing. It's more of a self-help healing thing. So he did, my friend Gene did a 24-hour live stream, and Sean and Jake did all of the tech for him in the background. So that was pretty cool. So needless to say, Sean and Jacob are very, very tired. But if anyone did vote on our poll on Instagram or on Twitter, Sean and I, believe it or not, beat Jacob and Kayla in a best of 3 bowling match today. It came down to game number 3, and we beat them by a total of 3 pins. So very, very exciting. Finally, Canucks news real quick, and we can get into it. On Wednesday night, I live streamed, and we already knew about Kuzmenko. We knew about Mikheyev. We knew about Lazar, about Dakota Joshua, and Colin Delia and everything. I guess the biggest news since then is Michael DiPietro accepted his qualifying offer, so the Canucks signed him to a 1-year contract. But also today, hey Dave, Coach Dave, yeah, I think Jacob was tired, and Kayla was the first time bowling in a couple months actually. I was actually pretty good, believe it or not, but it was a weird pattern. Anyway, we'll talk about it another time. So how you doing? Just subscribe. That's awesome. And I guess the main thing I wanted to share was basically that Michael DiPietro, according to Rick Dollywall, the Canucks have given his agent permission to speak to other teams to try and work out a trade now. So that was interesting, and we'll see where that goes, because if with Spencer Martin basically being the backup now to Demko for the next 2 years, Archer Seelov's probably passing DiPietro on the depth chart, and then you have Colin Delia coming in for a year. We'll see what happens with DiPietro's future. And lastly, as Fangirl mentioned in the chat, apparently they announced that Curtis Lazar, no problem, how you doing? Curtis Lazar is going to be wearing number 20. So to me, that all but signals the end of Brandon Sutter's time here, which I've been talking about anyway. Okay, go ahead. Canucks and NHL questions for the next half an hour. I'll do my best to stay on track, and then we'll do Ask Me Anything and play all of our goofy games to wind up. Fangirl, since Lazar has Sutter's number from last season, do you think he retires or goes to another team? Regardless of what he does, it won't be with the Canucks. My guess, I don't know who takes a chance on him. And I don't know how his health is. If I had to guess, I'm guessing he's going to retire, but I'm sure if he's not ready to retire, he's going to do everything he can to get back. Jaskrin says, does Sutter even get another contract? I don't know. He was off for the entire year. That's going to be very challenging for him. I really like him. I've met him a few times at Canucks golf tournaments, but I simply think his time in Vancouver is done. Matt Go, was Sutter a good player for the Canucks in your opinion? He did some things well, but he wasn't worth his contract. Kieran, how did Edmonton do in the off season? Well, if they got, no problem, Jaskrin. If they got Jack Campbell, and obviously they signed Evander Kane, I think they did okay. They certainly upgraded their goaltending, if you ask me. They shipped off Cassian, Duncan Keith, but they get a lot of money. I actually think they did well, and I think Edmonton's going to be the team to beat in the Pacific this season. Thoughts on David Perron to the Red Wings? Yeah, him and his googly eyes, or whatever you call it, Dexter. Actually, Dexter, when I saw that news, I did think of you. I actually liked what the Red Wings did. They added a lot of pieces, and yeah, Perron's still a very serviceable forward. I don't know what his contract was. I don't think it was unreasonable. So I think that's a good move for the Red Wings, obviously, as they're trying to climb out of the basement. I know he's not your favorite player, Dexter. Clifford, where were you when the Canucks lost Game 7 in 94? I was watching at home. We rushed home from UBC to watch the game. And then afterwards, we went outside and played some street hockey. But no, Clifford, I did not cry. I was 20 years old in 1994. Not that a 20-year-old man can't cry. 48-year-old man can cry, but I did not cry on that day. We did indeed go outside and play street hockey, though. Jaskrin, who's likely to make the playoffs, Sens or Wings? I think the Senators are slightly ahead of the Wings still, so I'll go Sens. King RJ, hi Clay, what are your thoughts on Ottawa being interested in Tyler Myers? Great, be interested. The Canucks do have to shed a bit of cap space still, so go ahead, take him. No, and I don't mean to be disrespectful. I actually think Tyler Myers has been okay. In fact, I thought he had a good season last year, but that's a big contract for sure, as everyone knows. Kieran, who would you say the winners of the offseason? My pick is Ottawa. Yeah, I think Ottawa did well. I think Carolina did well. I think Columbus did well. Fangirl, Adam wants to know at what point next season do you think Bruce ever gets extended and notified that he won't be returning? Not to the end of the season. I think Rutherford and Alvin have shown that they're not afraid to extend things to the last minute. And if they're in the middle of a playoff hunt, you think you'd get extended, but maybe they don't want it to be a distraction. So it could be later. Matt, you think that there is a slim hope that the Canucks can be a surprise and make a run in the playoffs? Maybe the Cup Finals? I think Cup Finals is a bit of a stretch, but I certainly think they can make top 3 in the Pacific. I really do. I really, really do. And then who knows what from there. So if they can get into a round, win a round, and get to the Pacific Division Finals, I think that's a step up, obviously. Edmond cried as a kid in 94. That's fine. Jasper, a lot of teams think we are a fringe playoff team. Clay, what they don't know is we have the one and only Tyler Myers. So are you saying that we are more than a fringe team, or we are not so much a fringe team? Klingberg to the Canucks. GL Rebirth, I liked him a few years ago. I know he's being a little older. What am I talking about? I know he's gotten a little older, as we all have. I think his best days are behind him. But, yeah, I think I like him more than a lot of people do. Clifford was only 13. Okay, so I'm only 7 years older than you. Which playoff team you think will miss this year? I would have to go Calgary. Yeah, Edmond, I think that's fair. I think they're gonna struggle. I think they overachieved last year, and now they have no Gaudreau. Maybe Boston too. Tyler Myers is a legend for that hit. Yes, you flattened him in the corner. That's true, Matt. Scott, hi Clay. Have you seen the new renovations at Rogers? No, I have not been to Rogers in a while. We should actually ask Justin. He was working there tonight. Coach Robin, 82. I was sad when Vancouver lost. Me too. I was only 8 years old then, but I was old enough to remember that. Clifford, do you think the Sabres can claw their way out of the basement soon? I would not count on it, Clifford. I don't remember them doing anything exciting in free agency, did they? Fangirl, which contract is more likely to be moved before the season starts? Myers or OEL or even Miller? Or Garland. I think OEL is the least likely. I think in order it would be Garland, Myers, Miller, OEL. Kieran, should the Leafs consider replacing Dubas and Shanahan, Kyle Dubas and Shanahan if the results in the postseason don't change? Yeah, I think if they continue to lose in the first round, something will have to be done. I do. Simon, what NHL teams are still remaining as free agents do you think will be getting them? And you think John Cuttingboard will come to Vancouver? I don't know if Klingborg will come to Vancouver. And it's so hard to say. I can't guess, Simon, who are going to get the remaining free agents, but there are a couple big names out there still for sure. Justin Clay, what are your thoughts about Demko wearing Converse sneakers at his wedding the other night? Do you think he can be even better than last season? Do you think we see more Scorpion saves? So Converse, great. His wedding, do whatever you want. Can he be even better? I will take him being as equal, but I think with a higher scoring team and a team that's hopefully going to play ahead more, I think his stats, he might not play better, but his stats might be better. I hope that makes sense. And then I'm not sure we're going to see a Scorpion, but we're going to see some sort of insect or reptile or whatever a Scorpion is. First Canuck to win an award, Demko. You mean a major award going forward? Demko with the Vezina. Jasker and Clay, what's with the NHL not putting playoffs logo on the ice last playoffs? They better do next season because when the Canucks make the run, it'll look cool. Yeah, that's a good point. I noticed it, and I don't know the reason. Maybe someone can look that up. Vince, do you think Tyler Myers is more valuable as a Canuck or as a trade piece for salary flexibility? I think, given how the Canucks want to upgrade their right side, if we can get something for him and the cap space, I think that's more important. Nice to see you, Sick. Jason, prediction on the chance of JT Miller being traded before he gets a contract. I still think, Jason, nice to see you, that if I had to pick one, I think he will get traded. I just don't think it's going to happen as soon as we think. Best fans in the league other than the Canucks. Nashville's fans are good, for sure. Carolina's fans are good. Edmund says Mikheyev could be what we want in Jake Vertanen. Big with some speed. Yes, that I think that's fair. Justin, team is willing to take a Branson 4x4. Won't teams be willing to take Myers at 2x6? You think so? And I think a lot of people have been talking about Myers will be even more valuable at the end of next season, where it's only 1 year at $6 million. Beast Mode, the Canucks missed the playoffs. Do you think Boudreau gets fired? Beast Mode, I don't think he gets fired, but we're saying the same thing. I don't think he'll get extended. I don't think he'll get a new contract for. Seek, the Canucks still have about $1 million cap room. Is signing Lamco a good option? Maybe Aston Reese. Yeah, they're 2.7 over, but they have Furlan's 3.5, so that leaves $800,000. But they still have to fill out three players on their roster. They only have 20 active players right now. Jack Rathbone is going to be one. That's $800,000 right there. So you still got to free up some money to sign two more guys. I'm not sure they need Lamico. Aston Reese is okay, and there'll be guys though in that $1 million range or less. Edmund's not sold on Jack. That's fine. Yeah, but I do think he's an upgrade. Demko is better than Campbell. Am I surprised that Klingberg, PK Subban, and Kadri not signed yet? Kadri the most. The other two, I think, they're still trying to figure out their value. Fango, do you think Tkachuk will want out of Calgary after Gaudreau left? Maybe even Markey. Do you think he wants out too? I don't know. I don't know this at all, but I have always speculated that maybe there's something in the dressing room. Maybe Tkachuk's going to even thrive. I don't know. I really don't know. Simon, what in your opinion about Chicago and Arizona? Chicago Blackhawks again be divorced and an NHL? Simon, not sure what you're asking, but I think I will say Chicago and Arizona suck. Kieran, When will the Sabres finally get back to the playoffs? Speaking of suck, I think 2 or 3 years still. Carolina fans are a bunch of jerks. Clifford, Demko is just getting into his prime. Do you think Spencer Martin will ultimately replace him, or will we have to move on? Demko we have for 4 more years, so I think it's too early to think about that, quite frankly. Edmond, if we were to trade Garland or Myers, do you feel Canucks would have to retain salary? With Myers, maybe a bit. Garland, I don't think so. Peter, going back to your defenseman video, Makar has Taves, Fox has Miller, Hughes has had Tanev, Hamonic, and now Shannon. Yeah, I think, Peter, that's a very good point, and a couple people made that point on my video, or maybe it was you, Peter. Yeah, the Canucks do have to find a better defense partner for Quinn Hughes. By the way, 100 of you in here, thank you. Only 18 likes though, so if you're sitting there and you haven't liked the video yet, maybe hit the thumbs up button and let's get that number a little bit closer to half at least if we can. Oilers fans are great. Yeah, I agree, Shannon. Simon, what is your favorite colors of face paint in the NHL? Colors of face paint. I like black and silver, that kind of look, even though it's the Canucks colors. Mako, you think PK Subban would work well for us? Nope, too expensive, too old. Seek, is Joshua the best agitator we've added since Dorsett? I'd have to see him play. I think Lazar might even be as good of an agitator. Let's sign Bieksa. Fangirl, how soon do you think we'll see the Canucks making trades and need a clearing cap space? Oh, I think we'll see it throughout the summer. I'd hesitate to give it a deadline though, Fangirl. When do we get real quality to improve our D? Maybe 1 more year. We got to get out from some of these salaries. Penguins fans, that's fair, Justin. Yeah, there are a lot of good fan bases. Peter, with the Flames losing Gaudreau, does that give the Canucks a chance to fight for a 3rd spot? I think so. I think it's going to be Edmonton, LA, Vancouver, and Calgary. I don't think Calgary's going to roll over and die, but still mad about 2020 offseason. Yes, where we lost to Foley. Markstrom, although we knew we lose Markstrom though because of Demko and the expansion draft. Tanev. Kieran, which team had the worst offseason? Islanders didn't do anything. Yeah, I'd say the Islanders were one of them for sure. Calgary had a bad one too. Justin, did you see the banter between Andrew Brown, a Calgary TV reporter, throwing shade at Gaudreau and the exchange? Yes, Andrew Brown says, I'll see you next week unless a Columbus news station offers me way less money. So a Columbus news station, Fox News in Columbus, then did a funny offer of a contract to Andrew Brown. I think it's all in good fun. Seek, we often talk about Hughes needing Tanev, but do you think Tanev misses Hughes more than Hughes misses him? Tanev had to carry Killington and can't play to his full potential. Yes, but Tanev did have a really good year. So I think they both miss each other. Was I surprised about 2020 playoff run? I was surprised we handled St. Louis as easy. Minnesota we should have beat. I was surprised that we beat St. Louis, though. That was nice. And I certainly was surprised we took Vegas to Game 7. Devils' right side of defense is so stacked. Yes, with Dougie Hamilton, with John Marino, with Severson now, and they drafted Nemec. It's pretty impressive. Fangirl, which 2011 defenseman is most comparable to Hughes? We did, maybe Christian Ehrhoff. Ehrhoff is probably the most mobile of all those guys. Worst contract on the team? Good question, Cole. I like this player, but I think OEL is the one that hamstrings us the most. Zal, anyone else get frustrated that even though Benning is gone, his idiotic moves are still costing us opportunities and peak? Yeah, that's true. We should be winning now while Quinn and Petey are entering their prime. Jasperin, didn't we even think of a sign and trade for Markstrom, or does that only work in the NBA? Yeah, but why would a team trade for him when they know they could have got him in free agency? I hear what you're saying, Jaskrin, but you don't hear a lot of that in the NHL. Rob's giving Jordan some hype, but I must have missed something. Did I miss something? But keep giving him hype. See, our prayers are for getting Marino's partner for Hughes were answered, just not the right Hughes though. Yes, Luke Hughes. What do you think of Vegas playoff chances? I think they've dipped a lot, for sure. And they barely made it this year. Clifford, do you think we can have another window in 3 to 5 years with Rutherford behind the team? I do, but I think some people don't want to wait 3 to 5 years. I think they'd rather be in the next 2 or 3 years, I guess. Oh, I must have missed something because everyone is saying welcome Jordan, but I didn't see. Oh, I feel so bad now. I think I was just blasting. Jordan, subscribe. I missed that. So Jordan, welcome. I apologize and thank you. Yes, you members are so good. You are keeping me on track. Thoughts on Ilya? I'm looking forward. Hockey Smoothie. I'm looking forward. There could be a home run if he plays well. Peter, what was the darkest time in Canucks history? Messier Canucks season losing Game 7. No, I think it's the Messier Canucks because at least with the Game 7 losses, obviously disappointing, but we still had the Sedins. We had a good team. Murray, with the Canucks been really quiet, do you think they're keeping everyone guessing with the rumors? I reckon they're doing the right under the circuit. Yeah, Murray, what I think is happening is Jim Rutherford and his crew are much better at keeping things under tabs, no leaks. The goose is out. Do you think the Canucks will make the playoffs next year? Yes, I do. Matt, you think we'll do more big moves in free agency? Not in free agency unless we trade out some money. We simply have no money to do so. Although you can be up over the salary cap until the season starts, but that's dangerous. Jordan, subscribe. Thank you. Jordan Kotra. Okay, awesome. Thanks. Yeah, that wasn't the best welcome. Usually I'm way more alert than that. If Markey has a bad season and out of Calgary, which team do you think he'd go to? Fangirl, honestly, too hard to there's 30 teams that I could think of and go through. So that's kind of hard to say because it's such a hypothetical question. Thank you, Byrne, for the $5 donation. I don't even know what type of currency that is, but it's $5 of whatever. So thank you, Byrne. I appreciate you. I'm sure maybe it's the Germany money, I guess. Justin, Penguins traded for Miller. The top six probably just as scary as Colorado. Crosby, Malkin, Russ, Gensel, Miller. Yeah, that's pretty strong. Zal, do you think the Canucks will win a cup in your lifetime? I'm 48. Canucks are 50. Yes, I do. I just got to live really long. Should we trade back for Tanev? Thanks again, Byrne. It's hard to trade for someone that you basically let walk for free. I don't think that's going to happen. Seek, in your opinion, what went wrong in 2003 that caused Canucks to lose against the Wild? I think they're overconfident, quite frankly, and didn't play as hard. Yes, and it is Oyel's birthday today. Myers to Ottawa, what happened? We'll see. First I heard of it was today. Hello, Riley. Jordan, what's a realistic return for Miller? I always been saying it's 3 assets. A pick, a prospect, and a roster player. So a tiny bit more than Kevin Fiala fetched. He fetched a pick and a prospect. Simon, who's your favorite NHL brothers of all time? Oh, it's the Sedins for sure. Kieran, which team has the best chance to take down Colorado? Good question. Tampa came sort of close. I think Florida still has a good team. Maybe Carolina. Columbus is building. Maybe some of those teams. Rangers, I think, are getting better too. Don't think Tanev want to come back. Will, I'd agree with you. Brandon, the only team I would be trading Miller to is the Wings for Bertuzzi and some of their D prospects. Interesting. Jasker and Penguins will be horrible when Crosby retires. How long can they keep going all in? 2 or 3 more years. 2 or 3 more years. It's the Euros. Thank you. Peter, how would you form the special teams unit with the roster is currently constructed? I'd go Miller, Pedersen, Hughes, Horvat, Besser. I would still put that on the top unit. Then you could have, as we are now, Kuzmenko, Mikheyev, Podkolzin. So the 3 Russians, and then OEL. You need a D-man, and then you need a center, I guess, out there. So the 3 Russians and Lazar on the other unit. That'd be fun, actually. The 3 Russians, Lazar, and OEL as the second unit. Oh no, I don't have Garland. Garland's got to be in there somewhere too. Penalty killers, Lazar and Mikheyev, the 2 new guys. Why not? There's no chemistry to speak of. I mean, with other guys. And then, gosh, does Kuzmenko kill penalties? Do you go Kuzmenko and Joshua? Interesting. Clifford, Messier was the worst. Our friend from New York, she's like, why don't you like him? He's a good player. Do you think New Jersey got... Trevor, that's a good point. And I talked about it in my vlog today is people pointed out that maybe New Jersey isn't the final resting place for Marino. Maybe it's in transition to here. That would be great. Dave Mays, in your lifetime, less likely. You're good. You're good looking 65, Coach Dave. I predict Canucks will win the first cup when Clay hits 53 or 54. Wow, I'll take that in the 6 years. About 650 Canadian. Thank you, Byrne. Is trade deadline the end of free agent frenzy? No, I'd say free agent frenzy is really the first 2 days, Jog Paul. Trade deadline you treat as its own exciting day. Goose, do you know if the Canucks will have an outside playoff watch party? No, I don't know what they're going to do. Thank you, Byrne. Cole, what do you think Pearson would get returned in trade? Third rounder. Fangirl, why do you think Alvin denied the Islanders trade rumors that Freeman leaked at the draft? Because kind of what I said earlier, I think Alvin and Rutherford like to keep everything very close to their chest. And there's no benefit of saying, yeah, it's true. Coach Rob, 650 from them. Me, Shannon, and Charlie. Thank you, Coach Rob. Thank you, Shannon. And thank you to the cat, Charlie. That cat must be rich. Sharms, hope as well. As of now, in terms of percentage, how confident are you JT Miller is traded by training camp? I think it's minority. I think it's 33%. Thoughts on Hoglander's outlook this year? He's going to be in tough to make the roster. But I want him to. What's your all-time Canucks lines? All-time Canucks lines. Sedins with Naslin. Oh, gosh. Sedins with Bure. Sedin's with Bure. Then I go Naslin, Bertuzzi, and Kessler. No, Naslin, Bertuzzi, and Petey. Put them together. Then I want like a Kessler Burrows line. That would be fun as my third line. And then, there's some old guys like Patrick. No, I'd keep Sundstrom, Tanti together. Greg Adams, Cliff Run. Oh, I got to think about this. Matt, I got to think about this one. But I'd have to kind of map it out. I can't do it all. But I know my top six would be Bure with the Sedins, Naslin, PD. Yeah, Naslin, PD, and Bertuzzi. Peter, I mentioned Nashville during your AMA vlog. Possible assets for the Canucks could be Fabro and Tomasino. Yeah, I've heard some people say that Fabro isn't as good as some people say he was, but I try him if he's that young and he's right shot. You think Kuzmenko will be the next Brunstrom? No, he's going to be way better. Seek, I hope. Thank you for the donation, Carol. I appreciate you. Thank you for everyone being so generous tonight. Seek, do you think this team scores more goals than 2011 roster? We only scored 14 fewer goals than 20 last year. Yeah, you think they could, especially when PD had a slow start to the year? Yeah, I think they could. That's a really good question, Seek. Mike, does a pack of Pearson and JT for 2 first-rounders sound all right? I don't think you get 2 first-rounders for that. Yeah, I think that's too much, actually. Pedersen and Pearson can also capabilities. That's true. Enzi, what do you think of these lines? Lotto, Podkolzin, Horvat, Garland, Pearson, Lazar, Mikheyev, Hoglander, Dickinson, Kuzmenko. I think that's okay. Yeah, I think that's fine. Staples, I think... I skipped a couple. Hold on. Sabres are going to be a great team in a couple of years. Okay. Zeke, Peter Killer should be Mikheyev, Lazar, PD, Miller, Pearson, Dickinson. Coach Rob, how much can you bench press? Not much, Nathan. My upper body is not that strong. And right now I have a partial tear here from all my sports are the same. Softball, golf, hockey, and bowling. It's all right arm swinging heavy. So I have a recurring tear, or not tear, it's a sore tendon for sure. So I don't think my legs are the strongest part of my body, and my butt, I got a big butt and big legs, but I'm not very strong upper body. Do the Canucks win the Stanley Cup before I hit half a century? I'm 29. That one's trickier, Seek. I'm going to say yes. Is it going to be Demko and Martin next year? Yes, Goose. No, Jasker and Emily Castonguay is an attractive lady. Realistic return for DiPietro? Hardly anything. He hasn't played yet. No, I didn't answer it, Trevor. No problem. I don't think you get anything. You get a late, like 5th, 6th, or 7th for him. Despite he getting picked earlier than that. Oh, yeah, Mogioni's good. Kessler Burrows Linden, that's good. Dream Cup final matchup, Canucks and Tampa. My favorite team from the East against my favorite team from the West. Yeah, Linden for sure. Charlie just borrows money from. Okay, that's good. Well, I appreciate that the Walmart people greeter is so generous. Clay, do a video on all-time Canucks lines. You know, I'm going to do that, and I think I'm going to make that a members-only video. I think that's a great idea. Yeah, Cam Neely too, sure. What's your thoughts on the red seats not being changed? Shaggy, it doesn't matter to me. I don't care, truly. I don't mean to be so dismissive. It doesn't matter to me. Bidding war says Staples for Miller. That's fair. Would you rather play forward with McDavid or defense with McCarr? Knowing my skill set forward, because I think McDavid will, and with on the forward line too, there's like one other guy to mask my mistakes. If I'm on D with McCarr, he's good, but there's only two of us, so I get more exposed. So I'm going forward with McDavid. Do you think Champion gets an NHL contract? I don't, fangirl. Clay, that is for your trip. Thank you, Carol. Jaskin, prediction on Quinn's highest goal and points in a season. 20 goals, 80 points. I think he could get to a point a game. No, that's too much. 60, 70 points. Peter, with PD being full, healthy, now could you see a huge boost in his production? Yes, and yes. I really hope so. Matt, why doesn't Horvat kill penalties? He's not that good at it. There was one year where every time the Canucks let in a shorthanded goal or power play goal, it seemed to always be him on the ice. He's not that good of a penalty killer, actually, for some reason. Dexter, Mr. Cavs, that's right. Will there be new Canucks game shirts announced for the new season? I don't know. That's a good question. Game shirts, I don't know. Simon, do you like, and I'm a fan of him, do you like Sergio Momesso? Yes, he was good. He was a good, loyal player. How do you think Martin will do? I think he'll be fine as a backup. We got to keep our expectations that he's a backup. Is the team negative on the cap? No, they're over. They're over because they still got a couple guys to sign. Do you think Pearson will be gone soon? Yes, I do. Potentially him, Garland, or Dickinson. Jaskin DiPietro's played, but probably allowed more goals than he has made saves. Yeah, that was tough. I was at that game against the Sharks. King RJ, I'm hyped to see a new locker room at Rogers Arena. Yeah, I know that they're renovating that for sure. How many goals will Ovechkin score next season? Let's say 35. Think the Canucks trade for right-hand D? Yes, we need to. Seattle's locker room is so nice. Miller 50% retain, and Dermott for Brent Pesce in the first. What do you think? Oh, Cole, I like the first for sure. Pesce's just okay. Is Kessler still hated in Vancouver? No, he was cheered when he came back for the Sedin's retirement. Ovi's getting 50. You think so? Portugal, what do you think of Connor Bedard? I love him. I don't think we're going to get him. NZ, let's make a bet, Clay. Each player on the first line gets sent. NZ, we did this last time, and I think as I point out to you, I appreciate your optimism, but you were nowhere close on any of your line predictions, so I don't need to make a bet. We just can have fun with it. Jaskrin, thoughts on a Canucks game at 9 a.m.? It's against the Wings on Saturday. I hate those games. Maybe that's the day I do my 24-hour live stream then. We'll see. Favorite thing to eat while watching a hockey game? My sandwich from Carve, my prime rib sandwich. The Goose is out. What are your favorite Canucks goalies ever in Canucks history? Luongo and McLean. And I liked what's his face? Corey Schneider as well. Who is your favorite and least liked goalies that played for the Canucks? Favorite goalies, Luongo. He's my favorite player of all time. Didn't really get into the Martin Brochu, Arthur Zerbe combination, or I don't know if they're a combination, but I would say least favorite. I just didn't think they're great. Anders Nielsen too. I didn't think he was that good. Over meaning they need more money to sign players. Yes, they need more money to sign players. Live at 10:38. What does that mean? Yeah, I am live right now, Sea Flames. I'm going to get to Ask Me Anything in a couple minutes. Who takes the biggest step forward in the Pacific? Us. Or maybe the Kings too. Seek, what would you say would be the best line in NHL if you could choose any three players? Marchand, McDavid, McKinnon. If I wanted speed and skill, I would go McDavid, Matthews, McKinnon. Dexter, with the Canucks having a loaded offense, bad defense, would you rather have the best forward in McDavid or the best defensive McCarr? I think McCarr would really help this team right now. Can you imagine him and Hughes? Ovi always gets 50. He's a legend. Peter, would you consider Jake Vertan the laziest Canucks player ever, considering his lack of work effort? Yeah, he was not great for such a 6th overall pick. Yeah, Enzi, I have big expectations too, but I think we got to be realistic. I remember because last year you telling me that the second line was going to get 60 or 70 points each, and I said that it's even hard for the first line to get that. Simon, did you like Harry Neal? Yes, I did. If Miller doesn't get traded, I predict playoffs only just for this year with the current team at the moment. I'd rather trade Pearson and Pullman for Cap. I would too. How you doing? For sure. Yeah, it's weird. I've seen you comment before, so I thought you were a subscriber. Jack, whenever I go to the Canucks games, I go to see the Superstars live. Which is one player you haven't seen live that you would see live? I have not seen... I think I've seen... I don't think I've seen Cale Makar live yet. I don't think I've seen the Avalanche game. I have to think about that. I don't think I've seen Makar. Crosby or McKinnon? Right now, I take McKinnon. Right now. Shannon, I hope I get to a game this upcoming season. Yes, we'll get you to a game. I really miss the Sedins. What's a realistic trade offer for Myers we can expect? Probably like a mid-rounder, and we got to keep some money. Okay, let's go to Ask Me Anything now. So no more Canucks or hockey-related questions other than the ones that come in the next minute because you probably just typed them. But let's move to Ask Me Anything now. So no hockey or Canucks-related questions after I read these last ones. Best restaurant in Vancouver? I don't know about that. My favorite is Kobe downtown. The Goose, do you like Jonathan Lekarmaki at 15? Absolutely, yes. Carol, Clay, I think Miller's going to stay. I think they're going to get rid of Miller, Dickinson, Garland to free up cap space. Myers. I think they'll get rid of one of them, but not all three. But they should. They need to. What NHL teams haven't you seen live? Only a few. I think Colorado is one of them, though. No, I've seen Colorado, but I think I saw them before they had Makar. I'm pretty sure, actually, I've seen every... Now that I've seen Toronto live, which was one of my last ones, I think I have seen every team now, including Seattle and including Vegas, of course. Nick Blackenberg, I gotta look him up. King RJ. See, what Canucks player for the last 20 years did you dislike the most? For me, it's Byron Ritchie. In terms of off the ice, it's Boucher and Virtanen. Dislike the most? That's tough to say. I don't know if I disliked any players. I just didn't think some of them were that good. Yeah, I have to get back to you, Seek. I'm not trying to be like politically correct. I just can't think of anyone right now. Riley, Clay, I would love to see a Canucks game one day. You live in the States, right? Go see Anaheim and Vancouver then. I'm in Calgary and is everyone mad about Johnny? I can imagine Sea Flames. Reigns or Lester, last man standing. I think you got to go Reigns. Do you have a favorite baseball team? By default, the Blue Jays, but not a big baseball fan. Peter, what's your favorite Asian food, meaning Chinese food, Japanese food? Something? Oh, Peter, you know that. I talk about it all the time. Japanese food. I love sushi. Japanese food. Karan, Clay, would you ever consider going to Whitecaps or Lions games soon? Yes, I've gone to many Lions games. In fact, I used to go to about 4 or 5 games a year. Whitecaps, I've only gone to 4 or 5 total. So I'd love to go to a Lions game for sure. Jacob's going this Thursday. My son is. And Kayla went last week. So can't believe Kayla and Jacob are going to get to a game before I do. Hey, Dennis. Shannon, how is Mickey doing? He's doing great. Thank you. A lot of fun. And are you doing studies in the summer or do you get holidays? Thank you for asking, Shannon. There are courses offered, but I chose not to because I knew I was going to Sweden with Jacob. I knew I had this Hawaii trip with my family. Now this papal visit trip. So generally in the summer, I like to keep them free and just take a break from studying. You watch soccer? Not really, Matt. Although I did go to the Women's World Cup final when they were here a few years ago. Alan, do you think they play hockey in other galaxies? Yeah, I think they play a lot of things. Fangirl, who does Mickey hang out with the most at the moment? Admittedly, is closest probably to Jacob and then me because I give him the most treats. Best poutine place in Vancouver? Duck fan, I hate to disappoint you. I do not eat poutine. So I'm going to leave that to someone like Edmond, who's the foodie of this group. Edmond, what's the best poutine in Vancouver? Peter, would you rather never watch any Canucks games or never play bowling? Oh, what a great question. I mean, I get sad thinking about the answer. I think if I had to pick one of those two, I would actually never bowl again. I love bowling, but I love the Canucks. I can't picture me not watching the Canucks. I could picture me not bowling. Although it'll be very tough, I could picture me not bowling. What a good question. Coach Rob, have you ever been to a Grey Cup game in Vancouver? Yes, I was there in 2011 when they won. Edmund, Clay, would you categorize yourself as someone who's very organized or do you do things last minute? No, I don't think I do things last minute, but I'm not the most organized. I think the way people would characterize me, like I have a pretty messy office, both here and at work, but I know where everything is. So I'm organized from a standpoint of I know where everything is, but it might not appear that way. And I don't like to come across as too scrambly, admittedly. And there go the bots. 42 minutes in, not bad. Favorite arenas? I really like the Vegas one that I went to. I haven't been to Montreal, Toronto yet. I haven't been to a lot actually of arenas. I've been to Columbus, Vegas, Anaheim, LA, Atlanta when it was there, Winnipeg, Ottawa, Calgary. Although all those, maybe because it's the newest. Oh, I've been to San Jose one. I like the Vegas one. San Jose one was nice too. Canuck Carl. Yes, I don't think I'll be streaming though from Edmonton. Thank you though. Riley. I do live in the States, but I love to go to Vancouver. Oh yeah, come on up. I'll bring you. Bern, how is Jacob doing now after all the inconveniences? Do you think? Yes, Bern, great question. He is, after they went to Sweden, I think I mentioned that Jacob and Sean went to Montreal to do some filming for a bowling distributor named Buffa Distributing. Frank Buffa, the patriarch of the family, is one of the 3 best bowling coaches in the entire world. Okay, so he's one of the 3 best bowling coaches in the entire world, and Jacob had 2 private lessons with him. I think he's going to be so much stronger and better physically and mentally. I can't wait till he plays in his next tournament. Clay, what are your thoughts on AEW? I follow it. I don't watch as much as WWE, but I'll often watch some of the skim through Dynamite. Interesting, but it's tough. They have their roster's getting bloated as well. Jaskin, are you going to the home opener? No, we have a conference that night. I believe it's October 22nd. We have a conference, but I'll be going to the game on the 24th, the Monday. Which player would you make disown? Which player would you make disown Canucks? Huh? Ari, ask it again. Which player would you make? Oh, sorry. Which player would make you disown the Canucks? Oh, like if we got a player and I wouldn't watch them anymore. There's no one that I hate that much. Unless, Arlie, you're asking something else and I'm completely missed it. Jack, favorite sushi roll? Mine is spicy salmon avocado. Not bad. I like something called the spicy crunch roll. When are you going to Hawaii? Not till August. Will, if you could learn a language, what would it be? Maybe, probably Cantonese because I live in Richmond. Although maybe Tagalog so I can speak to more Filipino people. And when Gail's making fun of me, I'd understand what she's saying. And Japanese, I learned a bit, but I'd want to learn more again. Peter, when you guys first got Mickey, did you consider any other possible names? Yeah, there was Mickey, there was Kobe, there was a few. Maui, Mickey, Maui, Kobe, and Presley. Those were the 4, and we had a family vote. And Mickey won. Why can't you eat poutine? No, it's not I can't eat it. I don't though. Oh, Edmund says he doesn't eat it. Okay, Carol, press the like button. Oh, thank you, Carol. Simon, my question I wanted to ask you is, what's your favorite TV station for the news? I watch Global more than CTV. Favorite sport you play currently? I love bowling. Despite my early answer, I love bowling. I love playing volleyball, but I don't play it enough. And then I enjoy golf, hockey, and softball. Okay, Ari, that's good if you'd rather eat that. Coach Rob, any chance of you and Gail coming to the island this summer? You know, it's funny, Rob. Gail and I were talking about that. We were eyeing a weekend in August to come over to Victoria, but we're not sure if it's going to be able to work because of the Hawaii trip and because of a couple other things we have going on and Gail getting ready for school. So we'll see. I'll let you know. What is your favorite mall in Vancouver? Mine is Richmond Mall, Richmond Center. Sea Flames, you lost me at the word mall. I hate malls. I do not like shopping. Clifford, would you rather fight 100 duck-sized horses or one horse-sized duck? Oh, no, the one horse-sized duck. Although it's not going to be what it's quacked up to be. Peter, favorite Vietnamese food? Spring rolls. Dream vacation spot, Hawaii. That's why I'm so excited about next month. And then Rome. Gail and I still got to get to Rome. Fangirl, heads up. The past 3 days, I faced glitches on Wordle. Okay, thanks for the heads up. Simon, I want to let you know that they have a new board game that we can pray that it came from New York. Okay, not sure what that means, but I'll be looking for it. Goose, what is your least favorite jersey? Not a huge fan of trying to go through my head. The Columbus one. I don't know. I just picked that. Buffalo one's kind of boring too. Jason, whatever happened to his bowling balls and did you ship 12 balls back? The balls showed up 8 days later, Jason. And then we shipped, so there's 6. Jacob 6 showed up. Adam 6 showed up. And then they each shipped 3 more back. So we left with 12 bowling balls. We came back with 18. Do I like fishing? Will, I don't mind it, but it's not something that kind of rises to the top of my must-do list. GoldenEye Forever. Should Vancouver remove the bike lane through Stanley Park? You know, I don't go to Stanley Park enough to see how it adds or detracts from it. But I don't see it being removed. See, is Richard's trial beginning tomorrow? It could be. I know there's a bit of news about it recently. Peter, what is one country you never visited that you love for you and your family? I know it's a country, continent, Australia, for sure. Karan, will you let me know what section you get your tickets in? Because my goal for next season is to go to a game and sit somewhere close to you. I'll buy you a sandwich. Sure. I'm in 319. I can tell you right now, my seats are in 319. Jaskrin, if you remember the first time you went to a home game, did you find the go horn loud? I remember going for the first time. You know, no, but it's really loud in certain places in the lower bowl, just the way the speakers are. Seek, since you're going to Hawaii, may want to take some drinks for Dollywall. Oh, is he there right now? Jack, I'm going to Hawaii in August. Nice. What name did you vote for? I wanted Presley for Mickey because of Elvis. Jarhead, are you scared to go skydiving? If you would do it, gave the Canucks a 50-50 chance. Great question, Jarhead. Am I scared? I'm not afraid of heights, but I think I'm afraid of those heights. But if it gave us a 1 in 2 chance, okay, if I knew that I was not going to die, like if I was guaranteed life, I would do it for the Canucks to have a 50% chance of getting Bedard. Great question, Jarhead. Where in Hawaii? Honolulu. What is your favorite animal? Dog. Hey, Lucas. Welcome. Thank you for the donation. And yes, Lucas set up a Discord channel. Do you call it a channel? Server? See, that shows how un-Discord I am. But yeah, Lucas set it up for members only. So if that's an unofficial perk of being a CCC member, you can get to it by on the members, go my community tab, and then I post it for members only. I think I checked. There's about a dozen people in there, which is pretty cool. Although I have no clue what's going on in there. Do I like to go hiking in the wilderness? I like to go hiking. I'm not sure about. I haven't done a true wilderness hike, but I do like hiking, or at least walking. I don't think it's true hiking. Oh yeah, a couple more minutes, then we'll wrap up. Simon, what's your favorite building that you like going? Pacific Coliseum, Rogers Arena, or BC Place? Of all three, I like Rogers Arena, but I do like BC Place because of its recent renos. Favorite Chinese food? Cod and black bean sauce. Peter, would you rather fight an alligator or block a Stamkos one-timer? Oh, frig. If I had pads on, I'll do the Stamkos. Jack, what's the most memorable hockey game you ever been to? Gold medal game? Oh, that's awesome, Jack. Mine would be Burrow slaying the dragon. What grade does Gail teach? What subjects, Peter? She is doing learning resource now, and she's the new vice principal at St. Paul. So she's a VP. She's not in a classroom. Shannon, if you cannot come over to the island, then maybe Coach Rob and I can come over. That would be great. What's your favorite restaurant memory? Ooh, favorite restaurant memory. I don't know. Maybe the first time I saw teppanyaki for the first time, and a Japanese chef or a fake Japanese chef cooking in front of me. Were you always a good public speaker? Well, thank you, Will. That's presuming that I think I'm a good public speaker now. Yeah, I've been pretty confident ever since elementary school. I would do announcements. I would do speeches. And then I started to develop it in high school, but it wasn't until university, through church, actually through a lot of church ministry, where I would do talks, testimonies, sharings, skits, and then of course doing everything from event hosting to wedding emceeing. I've done. I just did my 20th wedding reception last week, and I have another one in October, so I'll have 21 done by the end of this year. But thank you for that. Did Air Canada ever compensate you? Says Jason. Yes, I just submitted a claim for $2,600 for the costs of bowling balls and bags, so we'll see what happens. Can people walk on the Lion Gate Bridge? Yes, they can. They can. No problem, Lucas. Glad you are here. Okay, I'm going to rip through the last couple minutes so we can get to the games. I'm going to go really, really fast. What's the holiday Gohorn like when you watch Canucks games in person? What's the holiday Gohorn? What's the holiday Gohorn? Just the regular Gohorn? It's fine. It just... I think every horn sounds like that. Discord server, thank you. How long are you going to Hawaii and will you be streaming there? Going to go for 8 days, and I'm not sure when you're streaming there because they're 2 hours behind. So technically a stream would be 8 p.m. there to do 10 p.m. here. That might be right in the middle. So I may actually take a break for 2 weeks, but I'm not sure yet. The counter in Hawaii. Okay, I'll look for that. Have you ever met Downey Live, the guy that travels around Canada? No, I haven't. High T. Was Karate Kid the original one was back in your day? Back in my day. You make it sound like I'm in a different era. But yes, it was very popular. Lucas. No problem. Shannon, I have an account. No, Shannon, I think you need a Discord account. That's what he's saying. But I wouldn't know because I don't know anything about Discord. Jaskrin, I know it's not about Canucks, but my first ever Canucks game was Hendrick's 1,000 point. Nice. Nice. Is there a real chance to get Canucks tickets for Canucks home games? Yep. Byrne, you can pick them up on the day. Does that mean Gail would have to discipline the bad kids now? She might have to, Edmond. Peter, what was Mickey like during the first couple of weeks you had? It was actually him. He was actually pretty good. A little bit yappy, but he was actually pretty good. He's a pretty easy dog. Simon, what's your favorite radio station? I listen to Praise 106.5 and Sportsnet 650. Riley, Clay, do you think the Undertaker is the Wayne Gretzky WWE? Well, he's the locker room legend and leader for sure. The holiday goal song. You mean back in the day when they played? Okay, now I don't even remember what the question was. What was it like? It was exciting, but that was a few years ago now. Andrew, good evening, boys and girls. Comic-Con San Diego week. Nice. Freaks and geeks. The 2011 goal horn song. Oh, I can't remember that, quite frankly. You'll have to look it up for sure. Sandeep Hype. You know, I'm missing. I think my speakers weren't on or something because I think I missed all these alerts. So is Sandeep also a new subscriber? Thank you, Sandeep. I appreciate you. Matt, I don't know if you're trying to annoy me or if you're having fun with me, but I actually get annoyed when you guys remind me to do stuff. That's why I put tentative, annoyed too strong of a word. No, I can admit I get annoyed when you guys remind me because I just said that I'm going to get to it when I can, Matt. Yes, a rare show of emotion from Canuck Clay. And just for that, I'm going to get to it when I want to. Justin, the games are coming up soon. Thanks for being patient. See, I like that. Justin, kind of only because I mentioned that I'm getting to the games, but Justin is right. If you've already played them, please refrain from spoiling it from everyone else. Hey, Rosario. Simon, do you like going to ever do ziplining? Yeah, I would do ziplining, but I haven't done it just yet. Jaskrin, what was it like hearing the holiday? Okay, so that's a good question. What was it like hearing the holiday goal song? It was exciting, and not just because the song was good, but because that team was so good. I think the combination of a decent song plus you hearing it so much because the team kept scoring because they were so good, it made for a nice, a great environment. So I must have missed Sandeep, the notification. So welcome, Sandeep. Jaskrin, I love Matt. I forgot to annoy Clay. Yes, Matt and Jaskrin are my timekeepers, and I do appreciate a certain aspect of that. Rosero, heel Clay. Oh, there's a lot more where that came from. See, keep asking questions, guys. Force Clay to do a 2-hour stream with his attitude. Yeah, you know, I should just come in one day like total jerk and just see what happens. Sunday Night Mayhem. Yeah, Loopy Clay on Friday night, Sunday Night Mayhem. Carol, hi Clay, how are you doing with your subscribers? Doing really well, actually. I have to get basically 167 per for each of the 6 months up until December to get to 10,000. So by the end of July, technically I'd be at 9167, and right now I'm actually at 9184. Wow. We had 14 new subscribers. We might even hit 9,200 this week. We have 14 new subscribers tonight. That's pretty cool. Hopefully they're all real people too. Peter, really, I asked something similar about the goal song. No, Peter, I think Jasper was helping clarify it. If you're asking about the holiday goal song, I don't remember truly going through the motions of it being played, like what that was like, but I just remember I heard it a lot because the team was so good. Sandeep, I think Sandeep just started watching the stream because he just typed in where he's watching from. So even if I tell Sandeep to hit the live button, he's not going to hear it now. So Sandeep, thank you for being here. Hello all. Awesome. Oh, no. He's right. He's right now. What do you think of BX's media member? Yes, he's great. Duck fan. Okay, now I better get to the games because I am now 5 minutes late and before Matt comes over here and beats me up. I'm an alien. Kid Sadeep. Justin says 10K by the end of the week. Clay attributes it to Sunday night heel turn. I think the Canucks goal song right now is kind of the vibes were holiday. Yes, it's just okay. Peter, I see my bad, Clay. I hate when I'm not clear on some of my questions. All good. Gillis or Benning? Gillis, did you all miss me? Yes, Jim Benning, we missed you. I'm actually not sure if I'm not sure if Jim Benning actually put in the actual answers, so we'll see. I deleted it, but we'll see if anyone saw it. And if you happen to see Jim Benning's answers, please don't play the games just in case he actually did spoil them. And if it's not true, then we're okay. Actually, I don't think it's true. Now that I look at his, we'll see. Peter, Clay turns heel and joins the Bloodline Roman and Clay Dream Team. Oh, we'd be so good. Travis Green is up to. That is random. Who knows? Canuck Clay turns into Maple Leafs Clay. Oh no, yeah, that would be a good chat topic one day. As best names for my heel turn. Maple Leaf Clay. Yeah, okay. See, just don't play and don't tell anyone then if that's true. Thank you, Taylor. Sam, it's ending in the next 5 minutes. Okay, here we go. I will set up those three things. So talk amongst yourselves. I won't answer any more questions because I do want to honor everyone's time. So let me get this ready. I will move myself over here, just like that. And then we will get the display going as well. So once again, as Justin said, if you've played already, try not to thank you, Justin. Justin, send me a text right now as to whether or not don't. It's okay, Justin. I will know basically in a minute once we play this first one. So Justin, you're so good. Justin, knowing you, I think you saw the note, then you want to test to see if it was indeed true, because that's the kind of guy that you are. Okay, so six. Okay, good. Everyone's good. Okay, who is this? Give me a guess. Luis Rosario says Erickson. Okay, he's still a player, so I guess we should honor that. Okay. Is Louis? Actually, that was a bad guess because Louis not even on a team right now, so that's why it has these NHL logos. Oh, that's funny. Okay, but we know he's a Swedish player, so that helps. So I'll take the next Swedish player that I see in the chat. Remember, if you played or you happen to see who it is, try not to spoil it for anyone else. No, I don't think it's glitched. I think it's because he's not playing with a team. Okay, Nicholas Backstrom next. Oh shoot, we need a left winger. Okay, so we know it's a Swedish player who plays in the Eastern Conference. A Swedish player who plays in the Eastern Conference. So can't be Forsberg, not Oyel, not Pedersen, not the second Pedersen. Svechnikov Russian, right? Or Svechnikov, or does he just have Russian name? Is Svechnikov Swedish? I'm not very smart. No, Sveshnikov is. What are we talking about? Sveshnikov is Russian. Nylander is in the Eastern Conference. Hey, very good. Okay. So we need to find. That was a good guess, actually. So we know he's Swedish. We know he's a right-handed shot. He's younger than 26, and he plays in the Atlantic Division. So that was actually a really good. It helped us nail it down a bit. So I need a Swede in the Atlantic Division who is younger than 26 years old. So everyone is saying it's Lucas Raymond. Very good. Very, very good. Got it in 4 tries. Nicely done. Oh, is that what he looks like? I didn't even know he looks like that. And I'll hold back what I'm going to say about... actually, now I think... as I thought, I think Jim Benning's message was all in good fun. Okay, very good. So we're 1 for 1, which we always are. Let's go to Gordle. Why does the smile look crooked? Because it is. Oh, fangirl is not. No, Karan, don't put words in my mouth, Karan. Oh, I Seek says Myers. Let's go with that. All right, we got the E and the S. It's got to be 5 letters, Duck fan. I'll take the next name I see that has an E and an S, but not in those spots. I'll take the next one that I see that has E and S. No, Peter, it's 5 letters. 5 letters only. 5 letters only. That's not how you spell Nick Ehlers, though. Steele. Oh, it can't be there because they can't have the E in the middle here. Patan. No, it's got to have an S in it. So remember, I'm looking for a name that has an E and an S in it, just not in these spots. Sopel would work. And Sopel is correct. Seek, I hope you're not... No, you guessed Myers already. So Brent Sopel. So they go with retired names as well. Okay, now this is interesting. This is interesting because... oh, I see. So maybe actually Jim Benning was correct and that Gordo glitched because Fango got a different one. Okay, that's fine. I'm still going to take that. We still got that in 2. How's our stats doing? Yeah, we always get it in 2 or 3 anyways. Okay, last one. Let's go Wordle. And if you happen to see Jim Benning's message from earlier, try not to play on this one. All right, last one. Last one. Give me a word. Remember, this isn't Canucks anymore. I like pecan. Okay, we got a C in the middle, and we got an A somewhere else. Oh, so it did glitch. Okay, so I think Ordo glitched, but then Jim Benning was correct. Bacon does... Oh, no, we can't use bacon because of the N at the end. You guys, we can't use the N at the end. So I need a word that has a C in the middle, and then an A somewhere else. Oh, by the way, thank you, mods. For the bots, that one you don't have to delete. You can actually ban them from the channel, of course, because we don't want the bots coming back. No problem, Seek. Oh, Seek, I'm not on until 2 Sundays from now. And yes, I happen to see Jim's answer too, so it's too bad that he spoiled it. Oh, I can't use cakes. You have to have C in the middle. Hacks. That does work. Very good guess. Hockey Mick. So we got the 3 middle letters, A, C, and K. So we just need the first and the last one. But it can't be an S. No, it can't be an S at the end, you guys. The S is no good. Pekka. No, we're not doing hockey players anymore. Pax. No, we can't have an S. You know, Jim Benning, it's really too bad that you're spoiling it for everyone. It really is. I'm not sure how old or how mature you are, but that's pretty close to high user on this channel material, I think. So I'm going to give you a chance tonight, but if you do that again next stream, I think we are going to definitely hide you from this channel, only because that goes completely against everything that we try and do here. So yes, unfortunately, we did all see it. It is indeed wacky. And it's just too bad that Jim Benning took it upon himself to, not the real Jim Benning, of course, but that no need to apologize anyone else except for Jim Benning. But yeah, I will give him one chance, i.e. tonight. But if he does that again, I think we can hide him from this channel, and I would not feel bad about it as well. No need to apologize, you guys, because people saw it. It's just too bad. But no, let's not let that ruin our night. It was no big deal. It's just a game. I'm just happy that you guys are all here. Okay, I'm going to wrap up now. I'm going to recap a couple things, though, that I want you guys to know. So tomorrow, I think, I haven't talked to Parker yet today. We usually just message on Monday. I'm pretty sure, though, Canucks After Dark will be at 7 o'clock tomorrow. It's going to be very early because Parker has a hockey game later that day. And then Tuesday we couldn't do because it's my playoff hockey game. So I'm pretty sure that Canucks After Dark will be tomorrow at 7 o'clock. But just stay on top of my Twitter, Parker's Twitter, or the Canucks. The best really is to follow the Canucks After Dark channel, and then you'll get a notification when we're about ready to go. So that's the first thing, is Canucks After Dark is tomorrow, likely at 7 p.m. Yes, no problem, Matt. Matt, you're annoying. You're annoying. Not you are annoying. You trying to annoy me, I will take that any day over a guy spoiling it for the rest of us. So no problem. Karan, you don't want to come see my hockey game. You probably wouldn't watch me watch my channel anymore. You'd say, this guy's embarrassing. Okay, so Canucks After Dark tomorrow at 7. Members only live stream on Wednesday at 10 p.m. I will post that link on Wednesday morning. No stream on Sunday night the 24th because I'll be in Edmonton. Regular stream on Wednesday night the 27th. And then regular stream on Sunday night the 31st, where I'm going to share with you an absolutely massive announcement. Probably the biggest announcement I've made on my channel in at least a year, I think. So I'll leave that with you. Some of you may already know or have a sense of what I'm going to talk about, and I may even share it with members first, I think. Yeah, I think I'll share it with members first, give kind of the members a perk, unexpected perk, but we'll see what happens. Okay, as always, thank you, everyone. No, my mood's fine. I'm good, and I'm glad that you guys were here for some or all of tonight's stream. So as always, thank you to my moderators. Good job today. Thank you to my sponsors, Perform Transform, Van City Experts, Gassy Jack Art, Monkey 9, and Vessi. Thank you to all members. Thank you to everyone who donated tonight, anyone who subscribed, and anyone who became a member. I appreciate that as well. Yes, Coach Rob, it is good news. I think it's good news. Don't worry, Karan. Well, I'm getting the dad joke. That's always the very last thing that I do before we go. But thanks to all of you. On your way out, make sure you're subscribed. Make sure you like this video. Leave a comment if you want to. Thank you for the donations. You can always leave super thanks on any of my videos. And yes, consider joining as a member so you can participate in this Wednesday's live stream as well. Okay, we're at the end. As always, stay safe, stay healthy, take care of yourselves, and take care of each other. Dude 1 says, hey, bro. Dude number 2 says, yeah, bro. Dude number 1 says, hey, bro, can you hand me that pamphlet? And dude number 2 says, brochure. Brochure. God bless. And go Canucks go, dude. Booyah.